You were doing some research as part of your recommendation report, and therefore this video lecture is designed to help you find quality web sources. If you're like me, you have your go-to search engine, the page you open up whenever you need to find something. I'm actually going to run the same search in Google, Bing, and Yahoo, just to test whether or not we get different results in different search engines. You're building off of your exercise 2, the memo, where you ask your department head or dean to consider a change to your degree plan. One place to start your search is with the Prairie View A&M University catalog. You can find it at catalog.pvamu.edu. This will take you directly to our current catalog, 2014 to 2015. If you use the tabs along the side, you can find the different academic programs and degree plans, you can find the core curriculum, and if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can also find previous catalogs. Why would I want to go here for my recommendation report? I could go all the way back to 2003, 2004 and see, has my degree plan changed in the last 10 years? If it has, this shows that maybe the faculty in my department or college are open to change. I could point this out. You've already made several changes over the last decade. What if your degree plan hasn't changed that much in 10 years? You could point that out too. Isn't it about time that we updated our degree plan? Each catalog counts as a different source. So you could knock out your 2 web page sources simply on our own university website. But this might not be enough to convince everyone. Your reader might say, "Thank you, but I'm well aware of the changes that we've made over the past 30 years. Why should we change now?" Let's start in Google. How do you usually approach your keywords for a search? Let's say you're a civil engineering major. If I type in civil engineering, I get some suggested searches, but this isn't really what I want. I want a degree plan. You can tell what I've been looking for. This is one of the nice things, and also one of the slightly creepy things about Google. It tracks your search history. So if you don't clear your browser history regularly, Google knows that I would be most interested in the civil engineering degree plans for the University of Houston, for Texas A&M. I'm just going to search for civil engineering degree plan, however, and I get 2.75 million hits. UT Arlington, Texas A&M, University of Texas at Austin, University of Houston. Why would these be perfect sources for my recommendation? They're all Texas institutions. We could consider them Prairie View A&M University's competition, and nobody wants to be behind the competition. I might use information from all of these web pages to create a graphic for my recommendation report. So this search worked really nicely, and I didn't even have to use phrase searching. What is phrase searching? This is where you direct the search engine to only look for those results that have a specific phrase, these words in this order. If I go back to my original search term, it's just 4 words. What if I put civil engineering in quotation marks, because I really don't want any other engineering if this is what my report's about, and I put degree plan in quotation marks. I hit search. I'm down to 13,400 results. Yes, you read that correctly. You heard that correctly. 13,400 results. What I have gotten rid of is several million hits that might have engineering plan, civil degree, engineering degree. I didn't tell Google to specifically give me only those pages that say civil engineering, that phrase, and degree plan, that phrase. What if I go for broke and make this all one phrase? How many hits am I going to get? 3,250. And right here, Prairie View A&M University. Probably because of the way I use Google. I still have a lot of Texas hits. If I wanted to get even more specific, I could add to this phrase search the word Texas. I'm back up over 9,000 hits, but now I have Texas A&M Kingsville, UT Pan American, South Texas College. I have some universities that might be closer in size to Prairie View A&M, just again for comparison purposes. I know, because I wrote your assignment, that you only need 2 web page sources and then 2 database sources for your recommendation report. These are the minimum. You should feel very, very free to go ahead and use 10 web page sources. The only catch is you have to cite them all in the text of your recommendation report according to APA format, and then on your references at the end. Google has treated me very well. I'm curious though, what could Bing do for me? Every search engine works slightly differently. I'm going to start, just as I did in Google, with civil engineering degree plan and hit search. These are not the same hits exactly that I got in Google. My top hits, and it might be hard to see on your screen, are in the box at the top, and these are programs that have paid to have their degrees featured as top hits. University of Texas San Antonio, UTSA, University of Phoenix. Notice what it says here, degree programs, busy schedule. Do they even have civil engineering? Grantham EDU has an online engineering degree. Arizona State University wants me to get a bachelor's degree in history online, which is not what I'm looking for. But as I go down, I find Texas A&M, I find UT Arlington, I find the University of Houston. I find a lot of the same hits, quite frankly, that I got on Google. What if I do phrase searching in Bing? I'll go straight to my long phrase, and I'm told that I have 84,000 results. This is far more than Google gave me. But I'm still getting some great stuff. Texas A&M Kingsville. At the very bottom, it tells me related searches. Texas A&M is TAMU. University of Texas San Antonio, UT El Paso. Bing is giving me more results. I have to scroll down a little farther, in this case with this phrase search. But just as with Google, I'm getting a lot of things that are relevant to civil engineering degrees in Texas. All right, Yahoo, what do you have for us? Civil engineering degree plan. I search the web. I get LeTourneau. I get Grantham again. I get AMU Online. I get Duke. And then as I scroll down, I see some Yahoo Answers results. And I see Texas A&M, University of Texas Arlington, UT Austin. If, like me, you're curious, it never hurts to run your search in a few different search engines. You never know when a specific keyword or phrase search will pull up something a little bit different. Let's try criminal justice. Here I get Texas State, Sam Houston State, U of H Downtown, Houston Community College, Dallas County Community College, and whoop, here we are, Prairie View A&M on the first page of hits. These would all be great to convince the criminal justice faculty that maybe there's a different way we could do our program. Maybe there's something we need to do to keep our cutting edge in the field. So what if I run this in Bing? Search. Where Google gave me 2.6 million plus results, Bing is giving me close to 8 million. I have to scroll through the ads, and then I get, a degree plan at the University of Southern Mississippi. This wasn't on the first page of my hits in Google. Maybe I should take a peek. Maybe I should look beyond Texas for evidence for my recommendation report. So we've looked at a couple different search engines. We've looked at keyword searching versus phrase searching, but I've really only run the same search. I've used the word degree plan. Maybe I would get better information and better results if I looked under different keywords. I'm going to go into Yahoo, and I'm going to look for criminal justice degree requirements. I click on search. I scroll down, and I get a lot of requirements that are not Texas-based. Maybe it would be interesting to see what they are doing in Las Vegas. Or maybe the way I want to sell my recommendation to my report reader is based on what jobs want. So I can change my search from criminal justice degree requirements to criminal justice job requirements. Here's something called careerrequirement.com criminal justice. Let's check it out. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit so it's easier to see. This page tells us people want to improve their community. You might need physical stamina, good computer skills, good communication skills, pass a lengthy criminal background check. Okay. If you're a criminal justice major, does your degree plan require you to take enough computing classes? Or if not specific courses, are you working enough with computers in other classes? Do you feel like you need more help in communicating for your future job? Faculty are very interested in students getting jobs. Let's do one more search in the field of nursing. So let's look at what nursing requirements are preferred in Texas. I'm taken to a lot of job sites, employment want ads. These are great sources for your recommendation report as well. To be able to tell your dean or department head, here is what they want at these 3 hospitals, the skill sets they prefer to see from their nurses. What then is the takeaway for this web searching video and your individual recommendation report? For smart searching, first and foremost, be specific. If you just search social work, you're not going to get the specific job requirements or degree plans that you need for the purposes of this assignment. Try multiple keywords, as we did toward the end of the video, to get different information. Also try out some phrase searching. If you enclose phrases in quotation marks, do you get better or more specific hits? And does it depend on what search engine you're using? Check more than one. Last but certainly not least, be persistent. I know that you are stretched for time. You have 10,000 things you could and should be doing. But research is not something you want to skimp on. If you have been specific, you've tried multiple keywords, you've used phrase searching, there's a better chance that your first page of hits represents information targeted to what you need. Let's be honest, when you're running a web search, how often do you go beyond page 1 of the hits? How often would you find yourself in page 5? Probably not very often. Remember though, one of our earliest Google searches got us down to 3,000 hits. 3,000 versus 3 million. If you search smarter, you can save yourself some time in this all-important step of the writing process. So fire up your browser and start looking for sources.